Alright, what is up you guys? I'm here with the Rock WWE DVD collection review. We have all four of his DVDs here. So, I'm not including the Once in a Lifetime Rock vs. Cena. I'm just including the ones that are just dedicated to him. So, first up we had The Rock, the People's Champ. This is a WWF release. And just the fourth DVD release they ever had. So, very early. Pretty sure this was released on VHS as well. So this one has a runtime of 143 minutes, and this was released in the year 2000. So no insert included in mine, unfortunately. So I'm sure there was an insert for it though at one point. So what this one has, we have the chapter selection. It's kind of like your Stone Cold early release, similar to the Hell Yeah. And the kind of a lot of Stone Cold's early releases, honestly. They had a lot of similar formats back then, where you just have like a little short vignettes and interviews and kind of like a really mini documentary, and then special features. But we have your chapter selection here, and then kind of just going over who he is and why he is the way he is, and kind of his character and his personality. And then the special features, we have the Great One's Most Memorable Verbal Assaults, an exclusive look at the Brahma Bulls backstage interviews, electrifying slideshow of the People's Champ, and then, of course, it's digitally remastered from the VHS version. So, not much to this one, but it's kind of cool. You get the blue WWF logo up there. So next up we had the Rock Just Bring It, and this was released in a 1-disc and a 2-disc. Mine's a Blockbuster. It's kind of cool. But this is the 1-disc set, so I'm going to actually go over the 2-disc one, because obviously it has everything. It's on the 1-disc anyway. So, very cool cover, very slick, I like it. And this is a WWE release now. So, moving up there. But this one was released in 2002 with a 4-hour and 15-minute runtime. This one had a 3-hour runtime, so you get a good hour, a little over an hour extra there, so that's nice. So, yeah. Let's open it up. You have both discs there. And then we have kind of like a little retrospective of his career in order. So you can see you have King of the Ring 2000, and then it goes over The Mummy Returns. So this was after he had already gone to Hollywood. Not like fully, but he was in films and kind of transitioning. And it goes over some of his catchphrases. And very good retrospective on The Rock, honestly. Very good. And then disc 2 kind of gets some more stuff like that. And we do have a few of the matches, like No Way Out 2001, SummerSlam 2001, versus Kurt Angle. You have versus Shane McMahon. And then Armageddon. Vengeance 2002 triple threat match, and just some really good stuff on here. WrestleMania 17, and so this is all disc 1, and then disc 2 is where you get the extra matches. So you get 5 matches. So very cool. I think this is honestly better than this first, for obvious reasons. But, for this one, I would get the 2-disc version, personally, because you do get all those extras, a few extra matches. But you get 20 of The Rock's best promos and interviews, and then, like I said, 1.5, not really 1.5, but close. 1.5, 1 hour and 15 minutes of extras. And then next up we had The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. A lot of people are critical about this one. They really are. Because it's nothing really new. It's more just kind of a rehash, kind of just put into one set. Because you get a lot of his famous matches and interviews and promos on this one. So it's not as informative, really. He was not involved in this. I actually had this on my cash grab list. It was a cash grab. But still a very good DVD. It may have been disappointing to a lot of people that were hoping for a documentary, but you do get 9-hour runtime and 2008 release. But I think it's very well done when it comes to artwork and packaging. Very cool, actually. You can see in there. Very beautiful set. It's just the content. There's nothing new on it. I mean, yeah, you do get some matches that weren't on the others, but I mean, nothing new as in interviews or documentary. So a lot of people were critical of that. So you have the electrifying symbol there. So in here we have, like I said, it's a compilation with some little vignettes. So I mean, you get from 97 all the way up to 2003. So you do get Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Rocky Maivia, Owen Hart versus The Rock, matches with Triple H, Mankind. You have WrestleMania 15 with Stone Cold, Rock and Sock Connection matches. If you want to pause them, you can read them all. I'm not going to go over everything. I don't want to make this too long. If you want to see these reviewed individually, I can, more in depth. So, you have versus Shane McMahon, a lot of Triple H, Booker T, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho. And then, on the back, you have his WrestleMania 18 match with Hulk Hogan, Vengeance triple threat match again. You have The Rock versus Eddie Guerrero. And then you have WrestleMania 19 versus Stone Cold, and that's the last match we have on here. And then we have all these extras, interviews and promos, and that goes over the one-liners. So, overall, if you like The Rock, this is a great set for you. If you're expecting something new that you didn't know before, don't expect to get much information from this one. But I think it's a nice little compilation. I just think a little more effort could have been put into it. And then finally, we have The Epic Journey of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which is the documentary a lot of people were wanting, and this is a good documentary. It does have my seal of approval. But we have a 7.5-hour runtime for this one, and this one was released in 2012 to kind of coincide with his once-in-a-lifetime match. That was real once in a lifetime, right? But you have this really beautiful picture here. And you just have that quote. 1995, $7 in my pocket. The blood, sweat, and respect. I relentlessly chase greatness. This is who I am. This is what I do. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Team Bring It. Strong. So, pretty cool little quote there. And this just has some artwork behind it. Just your basic, match screenshots and everything. Kind of like not really like an evolution or anything. Just kind of random shots. So, that's kind of cool. They did that. The sunglasses. So, we do have your disc 1 is dedicated to the entire documentary. It's a good 2-hour runtime, so they didn't short you. But obviously it goes over his childhood, who his family is. It goes over, his debut, how he got into the business, his football career and everything. And then, it talks about his feuds, talks about Rock and Sock Connection, Stone Cold, Triple H. And it really does get into Hollywood and what it means to him and kind of that transition. Very good documentary. I actually just went back and watched it. I really enjoyed it. Alright, so you do have the Survivor Series elimination match from Survivor Series 96. Then you have Rock and Triple H again. Ladder match for the IC title at SummerSlam 98. Triple threat cage match versus Mankind and Ken Shamrock. You do have the Royal Rumble I Quit match from 99. no holds barred match at Backlash versus Stone Cold. Triple threat match at SummerSlam 2000. You have The Rock and Undertaker versus Edge and Christian. SummerSlam 2002 against Brock versus Hulk Hogan at No Way Out 2003. You have The Rock returning to Raw in 2003. Rock Concert 2. WrestleMania guest host in 2011 when he came back. And then the People's WrestleMania at WrestleMania 27. So that little promo he gave at the beginning of the event as the host. So, let me know what you think of this one. And let me know what you think of all these. And what you think of The Rock. Just in all. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.